everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to the channel Bookables, and welcome to a video that probably a lot of you are going to disagree with, but you know what, here we are. Opinions, and that's what makes this world go round. So today I'm talking about thrillers that I just really did not like. We have them, okay? Thrillers is one of my favorite genres to read, and I have to say a lot of times I feel let down rather than love ones. I don't know if I just have a really high expectation for them. Why I do that, I don't know, but there's a lot that I've just read recently that I just have not loved, and I just don't like them. Now, whether or not people agree with me or not, I don't know. I didn't look at like Goodreads reviews, but I'm sure people watching, you might disagree with me on these, and that is totally okay. Let's get the disclaimer out now. If you like any book I mentioned today, that is great. You keep loving it. Everyone has different opinions, and that is what makes the world go around. My friends and I have different opinions on books, movies, shows. You get it, and that doesn't make us not friends anymore. We just have different opinions, okay? So, you know, I may talk about one of your favorite books of all time. Please don't hate me. I still think we can be friends, okay? Okay. So yeah, let's get on with it, because there's quite a few that I just really, there's ones that I'm just like, they're okay, and then there's some thrillers I read that I'm just like, no, I do not like this whatsoever, and these are those. First up, one that I read last year that I had such high expectations for, and I apologize in advance for all of these. Will I remember the plots and characters? No, I won't, because I just remember not liking them and having a visceral reaction of not liking them. Do I remember anything else about it? Probably not. But the first one is Love Letters to a Serial Killer. What drew me to this was the cover. The plot sounded amazing. It was basically about this woman that fell in love with a serial killer that was in prison, and she starts writing to him, and they fall in love, and you're just like, that's a freaking crazy plot. And I thought the same thing, but this book was so boring. Oh my gosh, it was boring. The character made no sense, did the dumbest things. I hate when there's books with characters that make the worst decisions. Like, you know, the movies where the people run upstairs in a horror movie, you're like, what are you doing? Like, but then you're like, the probably brain is not working right because somebody's trying to chase them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That could be a whole dissected thing, but I just did not like this book. I don't get it. I don't get why anybody really likes it, but that's just me. I just really did not like it. I wanted to love it so much, but I just didn't. Next up, here's where I'm definitely gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. Not even a few, a lot of feathers. Freida McFadden. I've only read 2 of her books. I don't get the hype. I don't understand it. I don't think they're great. I could see the point of them being very easy to read. I will give you that, and I will say that the plots are somewhat interesting, but how she gets so many books published a year, and also how many they're like blowing up, I genuinely, I don't understand it, and that's just me. The 2 I've read, The Teacher and The Inmate. Didn't really like either of them. If I had to pick one or the other, I'd pick The Teacher, I guess. The Inmate, oh my gosh, it's another book of a character making the dumbest mistakes ever. Like, it's about a character that's like, I think she's a guard or something in a prison, and her like ex and the father of her child, I believe, starts to go to that prison, and you would think there would be some sort of like information pool, be like, this is probably not the best because, you know, they have connections to each other. No, nothing. And then she makes the dumbest, it just made, this book pissed me off so much because it made no sense. The characters were so dumb. I loathed it. Okay, okay. Moving on. The Teacher. Interesting concept. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get the Freida McFadden thing. I don't. I know she has a movie coming out even with The Housemaid. Is that what it is? I don't have any desire to read it. Maybe I'll see the movie. I don't know. But I just don't get the appeal with her books. That is just me. I know a lot of you are going to be like, she's amazing, and I'm so glad you keep thinking that she's amazing and you keep reading her books. That is awesome for you. Me, it's just not in the cards for me, and that's totally okay. I'm gonna move on before anybody else hates me. Next up, we have this book curse I have with books that end in the word party or have the word party in them. I have 3 books on this list. That's right, 3 books that the last word in the title is party. Is that a coincidence? I don't think it is, right? Like, that's just kind of weird. So first up, we have The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I read this because I love Lucy Foley's other book, The Guest List. A lot of people love that book. I'm kind of hit or miss with Lucy Foley, but The Hunting Party is easily my least favorite book by her. Oh gosh, I love this book. This one is not characters being dumb. It's just straight up characters that are just horrible. They are horrible. I get about reading characters that have no redeemable arcs. They don't have qualities that are amazing. I get that. If it's written well, I'll drive with it. But for the most time, I have to have some characters that I can connect with that have some sort of redeemable qualities. The Hunting Party said no. It just threw that out the window. It's about all these college friends that get together and secrets unleashed. You can imagine they're just all straight up horrible. And it was to the point where, like, you know, killing started to happen. And I was like, I don't even care. I don't even care. That's so brash of me. I mean, like, in the real world, I would seriously care. But in this book, nah, I was good. Get rid of them all. I'm fine. I just did not like it. I did not like it. I don't know if this one has a high rating either, so maybe I'm not the only one that feels that way, but this one was just, no. Moving on to the engagement party. I read this, it was either last year or the year before that, because it was pitched as kind of, I know what you did last summer. And me being the millennial that I am, hello, I'm about to turn 37. And if I hear a book is kind of like a late 90s, early 2000s horror movie, yeah, I'll freaking read it because duh. And Sarah Michelle Gellar was in it, like, just, ugh. Anyway, I read it because of that. It was nothing like that. It was, again, horrible characters about all these characters that were, again, college friends, because that's kind of a trend, and they go to this island because one of their friends is getting engaged, and of course things happen. Secrets of what happened that summer come out to be, and it was just, again, horrible. Didn't have any sort of redeemable qualities, didn't have good arcs, nothing about this book was good. One of my least favorite books of all time. Moving on to my last book in the party selection, a recent read for me, The Bachelorette Party. Just, I don't know what it is. Again, another book about characters going to this island where they're the only people on the island. I don't know if we'll ever learn our lesson. If I'm ever on a boat and they're like, we're going to this island that nobody else is, I'll be like, you can drop me off right now because I am not going. No freaking way. This one is about characters that, mainly about this one character that was a podcast host for like Thriller, and she learns that there was this killing that happened on this island, and so she tries to uncover it, and then people start dying in the bridal party. Again, full of all unlikable characters, didn't care about any of them. The plot didn't make any sense. The end didn't make any sense. It was just boring as mess. So maybe it's just me and party books, but we just clearly do not jive well. I don't know if it's just a sign from the books to be like, if there's a book with the word party in it, maybe not read it because it's not going to be for you. Maybe I should probably take that advice and just steer clear of it. Some recent reads as well. Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell. I am a big Lisa Jewell fan. One of my favorite thrillers of all time is by her. I love, what was it even called? I forget now because I'm horrible. What was it called? None of This Is True. I loved. I think a lot of people's favorite Lisa Jewell book is that. I really, really enjoy her books. This newest one, too long, too repetitive, didn't make any sense. This is about multiple women that fall in love with the same guy, and he's like the worst guy ever. Like, you know, there's that red flag guy on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. Throw all the red flags on this dude because he would just not pick up the phone, disappear for days at a time, gaslight you, and all these women are like, is it me? Is it me? Like, they're, I mean, like, I can't say, I'm not gonna try to dissect or try to ever say somebody's wrong for being in a situation. Everyone's different, but it was just, I think it was so repetitive at the point. It was just, he did the same thing to every single woman that we read about, and I was like, let's freaking kill this dude. It was long. It didn't need to be that long. It was boring. I just did not enjoy it. It's definitely one of my least favorite Lisa Jewell books that I've read. Just wasn't it for me. Another author I really enjoy. This is to show you that you can still have favorite thriller authors but not enjoy every single one of their works, and they can still be one of your favorite authors. That's totally okay. We have So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I read this last year and I was so excited. I love Rachel Harrison. She's a horror author that is not so horror but more satire. Like, it's digestible, I guess you could say. I enjoy them. All of her books are just kind of, I would put them in the category of cuckoo bananas. Like, does the plots make any sense, and could this ever happen? No, but it's a good time. That is what I feel for her books. And so when I heard about So Thirsty, it was about these two best friends that become vampires. I was like, oh hell yeah, because I'm also a woman that loves vampires, like Buffy, Twilight, like, yes, all of it. I loathe this book with 1,000 suns. I do not get, So this book is about two very codependent best friends, which one of them is just straight up horrible. horrible. And they become vampires and they're just, again, horrible. This book is supposed to be like, each one of her books kind of has this overarching thing like family or sisterhood. This one's friendship. I don't know what kind of friendship she was trying to promote in this, but this was not it. I didn't, if I was in this friendship, I would be like, I need to get out of this friendship because this is not a friendship. This is nothing even resembling a friendship. They were codependent. One was just borderline horrible to the other one. The whole vampire thing was interesting, but I just, no. Did not like barely any aspect of this book other than the cover. The cover, chef's kiss, love. Loathe the book. I think I'm gonna stop there because I think I've butchered enough books and I don't relish doing that. I'm not like, let me trash talk this book and get people to hate it. I do not want to do that because an author worked really hard on these books and I'm not gonna say they didn't. They did. They probably poured their hearts and soul into it. And I'm sure a lot of people like them out there. I just wasn't one of them and that's okay. I can still recognize they did hard work and did amazing work. Good for them. But for me, I just don't like any of these books. So yeah, if you have any thriller books that you just really loathe and have a visceral reaction of not liking them, please leave them in the comments below. And I am sure you're going to mention some of my favorite thriller books and I will be okay. I won't understand it, but I'll be okay. Just like, you know, how this goes. You know how this goes. But either way, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.